Welcome back to Marbella Now. My name is Nicole King.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Halfway twisted.
Welcome back to another special edition of Marbella Now, suitable for summer. Those of you who have written to me and sent me messages asking if Boy is okay, the answer is yes. He's absolutely fine, thank you, but it's just so hot out and about, and I don't think it's fair to bring him into the studio when it's this hot. But yes, he's very well, thank you for inquiring, and he will be back in September. Today in the studio, joining me is one of my very first interviewees when I started with Radio Television Marbella back in 2014. His name is Jan Weima, and he represents AAA, and not Alcoholics Anonymous of Andalucia, but the AAA Animal Shelter in Marbella. Jan, welcome back to the programme.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
And happy anniversary for the programme. It's literally like 11 years ago
Fantastic.
I first introduced you, and you've just celebrated your 80th birthday.
Yes. I think everybody knows by now, so that's let the secret out. Yeah, I was on the 2nd of July. I became 80. Very happy to have reached 80, to be honest with you. And
I mean, it's hard to, looking at you,
Yeah.
full head of hair, bright blue eyes. I mean, those who don't know, Jan was a model back in the day.
a long time ago.
And you still look handsome, amazing.
Thank you very,
and so
very much
fit
indeed.
for 80. Share your secrets before we start with your animal rescue shelter.
Yeah, I'm very glad that I've reached 80 and I still continue to fight for what is one of the passions of my life, which is the animal welfare. The abandoned animals. I've started a long time ago here in Marbella, and I'm still not as strong or not as much as I did before because I have to take care. But yes, I'm still there.
How long has AAA been going?
Look, it was on the 8th of July, 1991, when three of us, Giris, there was a Swedish lady, a Dutch lady and myself, we went to the notary and we started AAA. Yes, it was a bit of a ding-dong about the name, AAA, and everybody was an Argentinian, actually, of political faction as well, so we were a bit worried, but Sandra Gamasso Henloy, which had a lot to do with it, with the foundation of AAA, rest in peace, but she was very, very forced in forming AAA back in 1991, so if my memory is correct, it's about 34 years.
Wow, so it's very different. You started something as a 50-something-year-old, and you're now an 80-year-old still campaigning. A lot of changes, though, in 34 years.
Nicole, a lot of people don't know, because I don't make it very public, but I was involved with Animal Society before, which were the people who are still around here in Marbella remember CAS. It was Costa Animal Society. He was an American guy, magnificent person, Bruno Lupia, and his wife Inga. She was German. We formed the society back in about 40 years ago, because the viewers which are probably watching now don't realize that Ricardo Soriano, the high street here in Marbella, was littered with dead animals. I don't know if you remember. But
I do remember coming here since 65 as a baby, but then even into the 70s and even into the beginning of the 80s, there were animals always in the bins, the restaurants. It was different. A lot of poops everywhere, and that is very noticeable, the difference.
Yes. I have a little story, if I may tell you, about when I went to the Plaza de los Naranjos, the Orange Square, to eat, and you said about animals begging on the tables, which you and me might say, okay, little boy, stay there, but some other people won't like it. And I remember sitting there a very romantic evening with my wife, and we were having a lenguado, what is lenguado?
A sole.
Sole. And I turned around, and one of the cats whipped it off the table. Off he went with the lenguado, and I went, and the waiter apologized to me. Oh, my goodness. I said, no problem. He will eat tonight. A few will eat out of that sole tonight. So I said, just give me another one, no problem. So that was Marbella in those days. The Orange Square was littered with cats. begging in the tables, and this is now something that's not happened because AAA is there, you know.
Could you have anticipated at that time when the three of you got together, taking over for Kaz and getting more into it, how much, because I'm sure this is very influential in how the laws have changed in Spain. Our associations, such as yours, by foreigners who have bigger ideals, more comparison of how animals should be perhaps treated, because Marbella is the only killing station in Marbella, for example. Can you explain a little bit about how things work here, or how they have until recently, because things are changing?
Well, look, I had a little dog that I brought all the way from sunny Manchester to here to Spain when I came to live, and I was looking for a vet. And everybody said, those days, nobody said, I don't know, a vet? What's a vet, you know? Kind of more or less, you know. So I went to a lady in the town hall and I said, look, I got my dog. It's vomiting and I would like you to have a look at it. You know what she said to me? I'm sorry. I know all about cows, horses, sheep, but I'm not very familiar with cats and dogs. And I tell you what, Nicole, that shocked me. I thought to myself, how behind we are. We were in those days, I'm talking about 43, 44 years ago. So this lady was a vet and she didn't know. So things progressed from then on. I think us, the foreigners, moving out here first because we bought holiday homes, and then we realized this is a lovely place it is, and we came to live here. And we brought our animals, because in those days, to see an animal with a leash was unheard of. Absolutely unheard of.
Animals weren't pets.
No.
They were guard animals. But yes, it's a very different concept now, and it's lovely to see that the Spanish love animals, very into dogs, and they do have now a place in the home, and it's not just for hunting and then getting rid of them afterwards or whatever.
Very much so. You know, I only found out the other day, watching the Spanish TV, that it's actually Spain has got more pets than small children. There are more cat, dogs, rabbits, whatever it is. There are more animals in Spain than children. So yeah, the population is reduced, but there is an increase in animals. So people like to have an animal as a pet, like take it over. I can't have children, so I'm going to take a dog, which is marvelous. I mean, the changes has been tremendous, but still. I must say, still needs to be. We say, for example, if the viewers might not know this, but I would say that 60% of the volunteers and members, AAA, 65% are foreigners. The rest are Spanish.
When you think of car or motorbike insurance, think Linear Director. When you most need your insurance company, Linear Director are there for you. With tow trucks, courtesy car, mechanics, legal advice, even overnight stay in a hotel if you need it. There's a whole department dedicated to us Brits with people who speak English there to help us. If you're looking for an insurance policy that really takes all your needs into consideration whilst you're driving in Spain, then Linear Director really is the company for you. Why don't you give them a call? 952 14 78 34, or contact them online. It's a big difference to how it used to be, because there was a different, I would say, just the whole philosophy and approach to having an animal was as a necessity, a guard dog for hunting, and they weren't considered as pets. No. But now, as you've just pointed out, we are a very pet-friendly friendly country. Yes. AAA, as such, you have new installations.
Yes.
But the new installations, I think, and getting the new installations was very much clouded with the court cases you've just come out of.
Yes.
And I have to say that, how long is it now since the sentence? 6 months?
Not even that.
Because you were on the programme when it first happened.
No, it was in February. March.
Well, from February to now, just how you look, but thinking about it, the difference in you, the lightness, it must have been very, very, very...
Tremendous.
I kind of was wondering, just pulling you...
Yes.
Just destroyed you.
It was like a bad dream. It was like a bad dream. But to be honest with you, it took me a while, after 9 years of court battling. It took me
long?
Yeah, nine years. So it took me a while to be the happy man I was before, but I gathered some energy from somewhere and I'm back to where I am. But for my family, it probably was worse than for me. And my daughter in particular, I mean, you go down the streets, is your father the one who kills dogs?
I know. I mean, to think, it literally really is a case of no good deed goes unpunished. Because to have such selfless dedication for all these years, putting your family, everything, like the AAA before everything, and all the people involved, to see those hours, to then have these baseless accusations that were obviously thrown out of court because they were without foundation.
But
that didn't take away the 9 years and that press. It must have just been soul destroying.
Not only that, the unfortunate thing, and some people don't know that, there was our own lawyer, our own AAA lawyer, which actually denounces. I mean, we couldn't believe it. While we thought he was doing a good for the society and helping us out, he was together with the secretary. That was a love affair there.
What, just to take over the association?
Can I tell you the truth, Nicole? To this day, nobody knows why he wanted to do it, because, to be honest with you, running the AAA is a headache. It's a big
people don't
headache.
realise, though.
It's incredible. The financial side of it is a nightmare. And we don't know why this man wanted to take over the AAA, maybe to make it into a Pereira, into a municipal pound. We don't know.
Imagine they get money for that. It must be, I imagine, like any business, it can be lucrative. Or maybe people just see the status. They don't appreciate what goes on behind the work, the organisation, just the staff, the cleaning, the vets, the certificates, all the permits. You do a lot of, there are a lot of adoptions abroad.
Yes.
I mean, this is quite outstanding.
Yes.
All that, all that's involved with that, with getting them ready to go to another country and then take them to the airport.
Oh, the paperwork is murders. But to prepare the paperwork, but to me, it must be something to do with my age, maybe. But the emotional stress is tremendous. I used to go, as you know, to AAA practically every day. Since I retired, which is 15 years ago, I used to go to AAA every day. Now I don't. Can I tell you the truth? I feel emotionally drained when I get there. I see those poor animals in a cage, and I look at them and I said, sorry, the one who should be in the cage is the one who abandoned you. You should be out of there, you know. And when you look at these barking dogs constantly on and on and on and on, it can drive you crazy, you know. And but so I don't go very often, but I'm still, I thank Marbella and my friends. I got very good friends, which are in a very financial position, good position, and I'm able to actually raise funds for AAA, which is the biggest headache to get to the end of the month. Yeah,
so you've got other people there on site handling, and at least you have that ability, because it's, what, 30, 40,000 a month? What is...
55,600 euros.
Wow.
You're talking about nearly 600,000 euros a year.
Can you quickly run through how that budget is split out, what kind of things that covers, so people can appreciate?
I say one couple of things. Staff.
Spain is so expensive to have staff.
Staff, 24,000 euros a month. Social Security, 7,000. Food, 4,800 a month. External vet bills, 15,000 a month. It's an enormous amount of money. And you know, the other day I was working out the population of Marbella, for those people who don't know that. The population of Marbella is 165,000 inhabitants.
Officially?
Officially, registered. Unregistered is much more. And I'm thinking to myself, what a pity. I'm a little bit disappointed that the AAA only has 450 members. That is about 0.4% of the total populations of Marbella. So I take this opportunity in your lovely program, Nicole, to bring up to the people, become a member, please. It's so easy. Just go to the webpage, AAA Marbella, and comes out straight away. It shows you how to become a member, how to become a volunteer, how to become a dog walker, how to help with events. So it's easy. So I beg and I pray that people will listen. You know, it was my birthday and it was about to blow the 80 candles, you know. And my daughter said, Dad, he says, you have to think of a wish. Can I tell you something? My wish was the AAA have reached, by the end of the year, 3,000 members, because that's the figure we need to say we can relax a little bit.
And the year's covered.
You know what it is with a membership, Nicole, and the viewers, is that it's a regular income. Because here comes Mr. John Smith from England, who says, oh, you lovely people, here's 5,000 euros. Another one says 20 euros, he's 30. You don't have a regular income.
No peace of mind.
It's a budget. Everything
every month it must be the same heartache. Like, how do I cover the bills?
How do I get to the end of the month? So it is
So
a tremendous...
how much is it to be a member a year?
We are the most inexpensive charity in Marbella. Our membership is 60 euros a year.
A year.
That is 5 euros a month, and that is €1.25 a week. Now, I don't know where you drink your coffee, but where
It costs more than that.
The cheapest I can get is €1.50. So for the viewers, you guys become a member. I beg you, I ask you, I wish everybody became a member, so much as the foreigners, the local people.
I remember since the radio, us trying to get, because if all the people registered, I mean, even if the town hall just put €1 per person on the town hall into the kitty, it would, I think nobody would mind if you said we're doing €1, like €5 a month. 60 euros a year goes to keeping the dogs and cats off the street.
Yeah.
Because even if you're not an animal lover, we like our clean streets.
Yes, true.
And if we don't want dead dogs on roads and stray animals and abandoned animals, then this is a good solution. Linear Director appreciates just how important our pets are to us. And that's why they brought out one of the most comprehensive insurance policies on the market, from just €39.90 a year. Give them a call on 952 147834 or from the website lineardirector.com.
It's true to say that we lean very heavily on the foreigners, because about, I would say, 70% of the members and volunteers, 65–70%, are foreigners. And what's happened now, for example, as the viewers will realize, it comes the summer, and a lot of people who actually have a home here, they leave and they go back to the UK. There was no one who wants to sit here with this traffic, this heat and everything, so I don't blame it. But this makes a repercussion at AAA. The repercussion is that we are short of volunteers. So again, Nicole, sorry, I take this opportunity to say
Please, that's
to
why
anybody,
you're here.
Please go on Saturday morning, get up nice and early, it's cool, go up to AAA, ask for the team who actually does the dog walking. They will give you a dog. And
can you just appear? You don't have to book and sign papers first? Preferable if you do, right?
Preferably, yes, but on Saturdays is the dog walking day. All the dogs go out. The 258 dogs that we got at the moment, they actually go out for a walk. You know the truth. It's a lovely walk through the countryside, and then when we come back, we put them into what we call the recintos. Recintos are a big area of 2,000, 3,000 square meters. And actually we take the leash off, and they run around and they play. And it's so lovely to see them to be out of this jail, which is sitting the whole week. So yes, come up to AAA. There's always somebody there. Bettina, the president, good old Bettina, she's there.
Still there, bless her.
24 hours a day, practically. So yeah, go out to AAA and see, because a lot of people say, oh, what is AAA? It is easy to get there. You go to La Cañada. Don't turn into La Cañada. Don't spend your money there. Come to AAA, and you drive up Ogen Road. You just drive up the road, in about 1.5 kilometers on the right-hand side, you will see a sign, AAA. Just go down there, and the barking will guide you.
Exactly, they'll find your way. And there's a nice new centre now, so it's quite easy to see, and there is easy parking. So that is very cool. I do think that people just need to hear about it more, that they can go and walk. They can virtual adoptions. There are all kinds of ways. Do you need donations of stuff? Like, can we help in that kind of way as well? Do you need food donations or cleaning supplies or?
Yes, for example, we do food. if anybody wants to contribute to food, but we ask you kindly, we will give you the name of the product, because some people believe in large quantities, and actually, to be honest with you, it's not very good food, and we get our dogs to have diarrhea and vomiting and so on. So the best is to actually ask us what kind of food we need. The cats, for example, at the moment we've got a ginormous amount of kittens. We've got about 28 kittens, tiny little ones. We're trying to survive them because we haven't found the mothers, so they are being fed with a little bottle. We had a case of what you call this, not Lismania. Forgot the name. It will come back to me. You know the one they get very
Parvo.
Parvo. Thank you. Parvovirus. We had now, and unfortunately it's lethal. If a dog gets it, it's very difficult to, because they don't have, the immune system is not strong enough. We can't, this the viewers will find interesting, we cannot vaccinate the dogs until the puppies until they are 6 months. So consequently that birth in the 6 months
time.
is very, very difficult time. And people say, oh, maybe you should clean it a bit better. It's nothing to do with cleaning. It's absolutely nothing to do with cleaning. It's to do with the parvos and the air. And if there's a lot of wind, like in the last few days, the parvos in there, they kind of smell it and they get a virus in, you know. So what can people contribute? Food, believe it or not, blankets, sheets, towels. Don't worry about this hot, it's too hot, because we have a storage area which we actually keep the towels and everything for the winter. Is our new premises, is it perfect? No, it's not. The premises, people might find it a bit strange. The premises is an architect, a young man, very clever, very good designer, but he has designed a shelter for people, not for animals. You know something, the dogs are very curious. They don't want to go to a wall and the wall, they want to see, they're very curious. So he made windows like for the humans, and they hang on from the windows.
Bless.
They want to see what.
Well, maybe they can knock some out.
Well, we have already, but it's difficult because this is a premises, belongs to the town hall. We are there on a lease for 50 years, which actually runs out in about 10 years' time or 15 years' time. But it is, I don't blame the mayors, I don't blame Obras, the councillor. I just think that
it wasn't thought through properly.
And what it is actually, also, Nicole, the foundations had to be very, very strong because the subsidence of the movement of the land. And we did look for, in those days, for a better location. But where we are is great. Fire, no problem. Top of the road. The bomberos, the firemen come. There is no risk of flooding, there's no risk of fire. The only thing is they've done concrete in order to hold the earth, and the concrete gives too much heat now in the summer. A lot of heat.
Anyway, we help with with electric fans, but then it also adds to the electricity bill.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. It's always on and on and on and on.
It's a never ending. Before we finish, because I don't know how long we're talking, but I'm sure we've done a programme already. You have a gala coming up. Tell us about that.
Yes, we have a gala. I was mentioning the other day, for us it's very difficult to compete with Starlight, for example. There's a lot of events, as you know, there's a lot of events.
It's crazy right now.
And it's crazy to compete with them. But we are going to do an end of summer gala, and that's on the 13th of September.
Okay, nice date.
And a wonderful place in Trocadero, which is Trocadero's down by Rio Real on the beach. We got a tremendous amount of acts, shows that are going to do it for nothing for AAA, you know, to contribute to AAA. And that is, keep it in mind, that's on the 13th of September in Rio Real, Trocadero, and we will do an advertising very, very shortly.
I'm sure that is a good date for people who are coming back from getting away from the heat, everyone getting back into the swing of things. I think it'll be a nice event to look forward to. So we will hopefully have you back again at the beginning of September to remind us and to do another catch-up. Jan, thank you ever so much.
Thank you. Sorry to take so much of your program.
No,
but I can see the viewers probably they realise that I've got a passion for it. Anybody who wants to contact me direct, no problem. Just phone AAA and ask for Jan, and I'll be there to help you out.
You are awesome. Happy birthday. Congratulations on 34 plus years of saving the animals in Marbella. Big thank you to Marie-Ange and to all the people of the town hall for everything
Yes.
that they do, because everything maybe is not perfect, but the perfect intentions to make it right between us. And we, you know, what more can you say than that? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you.
Hey, hey.
Linear Director has come up with a squatter policy for just €24 a year. You don't have to have your home insurance with them. This is a completely separate matter to protect you from squatters. For more information, call 952 147834 or their website, lineardirector.com. There are so many summer events. We obviously can't go to all of them, but one I did not want to miss was the Costa Press Club summer party. It was at the El Faro beach up by Mijas. Beautiful views. The food is amazing. It's really Spanish food, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. So worth leaving Marbella sometimes to go to have some authentic Spanish cuisine, to meet up with my fellow colleagues of the press and share our information. Join me to see what went down. So here we are at the lovely Faro Chiringuito for the Costa Press Club. I mean, isn't this is just spectacular? Take a look, guys. I mean, it's just ideal. As is Katia, with a beautiful vegetarian restaurant in Los Boliches, Vegetalia. And,
Very good.
And here is our Grandmaster, our lovely Neil Hesketh, also our consumer rights editor of Good Morning Spain. And Neil, this is lovely here. Thank you for organising this.
Well, summer doesn't start till the Costa Press Club has its summer drinks and food, and it's great. It's great to have you here, Nicole. Part of the team, taking part and making sure we all keep up to date what's happening on the Costa del Sol.
That's absolutely fabulous, and it's a great group, the Costa Press Club. How can people get involved, Neil?
If you're a content generator or writer or a photographer, even if you're only here part of the year, it's an international group. It's an English-speaking group. We meet right along the Costa. Go on the website, www.costapressclub.com, and we'd love to have you as a member.
Fabulous. And it's as simple as that. And they've got credit cards now as well.
Yeah, we've entered the 21st century.
And we get really good discount prices if you remember the press club when we do our event.
They told me it was nice and cheap, and people enjoy them, and we get together. We've got about 50 members from about 9 different nationalities, 9 different languages, and it's good to keep in touch.
And a fabulous turnout today.
Yeah.
Really lovely. Well, thank you again. It's wonderful being part of the club.
Thanks,
And
Nicole.
see you. Well, I'll see you
great
before
summer.
next thing. I'll see you
great
before.
summer.
We'll do our best.
Right. And then I'll go and get Jenny on.
Okay. Hi, guys.
2 minutes, Nicole. Those don't know. Open mic, everyone gets 5 minutes to talk about subjects close to their heart, something they've been doing and interested in. Open floors. We've got Jenny's going to start talking about the Axel Key and what's coming up in September. Nicole is going to go next, talking about not quite sure what, but it'd be interesting without doubt. Then we've got, you're very welcome. And it's Mark who's going to talk.
Going to talk about himself.
He's going to talk about himself. You're going to talk about your animal charities and the things you've got going on there.
See.
All right? So Jenny's going to start. We're going to try it without mic. We have microphones, so it's open shout. I don't think there's a mic. This table here, cheap, very outright. Right, just to... I want to know
So most of you know that the Costa Press Club has been going for coming up for 25 years, but as far as I know, it has never ventured to the east of Malaga area. So on Saturday the 6th of September, everybody put it in your diaries, we are organising a trip to the Axarquía. Now it's a Saturday, so it's a little bit different from the usual Monday, Tuesday restaurants.
It's
extracurricular. There we go. And we're organising a whole time. It's just a day, really. So the focus of the visit really is on the villages of the Axarquía, which is the whole of the east of Malaga area. And in particular, I was really keen to do it at this time of year because I don't know how many people know. In 2017, the Muscatel Malaga grape was given UNESCO Food and Agricultural Organization status. Does anybody know why it was given that status?
No, because it's very good.
Because it's very good. Well, it's surprised with it, yeah. It's because even still today, the grapes are harvested and dried in centuries-old traditions. And I'm hoping that when we go in September, which I said is key harvesting time of year, we'll be able to see the grapes turning into raisins, all lined up on their little places up on the hills of the Axarquia. It's a really beautiful process. So we're hoping to go to two villages, Almachar and El Borje, and they're both on the Ruta de la Pasa. In Almachar, we are going to go to the Museo de la Pasa, which is a really cute little old-fashioned house which would have belonged to people that cultivated grapes and raisins back in the day. And
Raisins.
no, that's not so famous in the actual. They don't grow pasta yet, but you know, there's still time. And from there we will go to a bodega where we'll learn a little bit more about the process. I know I have had people asking me if they would be able to pisar las pasas or las uvas. That's the grape treading. I'm hoping that will be part of the trip. And then we're going to go to El Borje, which is very near to El Almacha. And El Borje, as well as being famous for its grapes, is also famous for its bandoleros. Okay, it's bandits. So there we're going to go to the museum, the Bandit Museum, which in 2020 acquired all of, I don't know if anybody's been to the Bandit Museum in Ronda, which closed in 2020, and the one in El Borje acquired all of the stuff from the one in Ronda, and so they opened up a museum. It's very nice. And from there, we're going to go to the Restaurante Posada del Bandolero, which was home to El. I can't remember what it's called. Well, no, you'll have to find out. Anyway, a very famous kind. Its name escapes me at the moment. And it's a great restaurant. Somebody or other did El Borje, El Disco del Borje. Great restaurant. They use very local product, including the relays and the grapes and a lot of their menus. So we're working out very. I didn't think I'd film too. We're hoping to get a bus from Malaga, as close to Malaga as possible, to come and pick people up who don't have the pleasure of living in the Axarquia. And the bus will bring everyone to Village Malaga. Hopefully we'll be able to have a talk from a local mayor or the president of the comunidad before we wind our merry way up the mountains, although not too many. So yes, Saturday the 6th of September, extracurricular activity, as Neil said.
So you get full details in the next couple of weeks, still
Yeah.
finalising them, you know, what the capacity is, what the restaurant is, lots to go on. And a big thank you to Jenny, who's championing this.
Yeah, woo, woo, woo.
I keep driving to all the CGC meetings and I can't have a drink.
All right.
I can speak wine.
Our guests welcome, because my husband would really like to come. So
Well,
yes.
we're trying to have capacity. We really
Yeah.
can't say anything today. So we know the package.
To try and forget.
We have it in our diary.
Yeah, I don't want to. We don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. We'd rather. Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you, Jenny.
Nicole, okay.
I am. But actually, it's not the same on the telly as actually being in front of people. You are kind of intimidating. Those of you who've been in the club for a long time will remember that in 2021, I was really excited that my optic lens business was going to get a specialized center in Marbella, and something I've worked on for over 20 years. My daughter was dyslexic, and they wanted to put her in special schools. It turned out, through reading an article in the Daily Mail, I think it was, or the Express, that these lenses existed in England that control the perception, how information gets from eye to brain. So the glasses you guys are wearing, those who wear glasses, their prescription, it positions the image on the retina. But then people don't know that the opticians have no idea how that image then gets to the brain. Well, they know how it gets there, but they can't control it. So it's like having a television that you can't adjust the set, you can't increase the color, you can't do the contrast. And this is the same for our eyes. 80% of what we know about our world comes through our eyes, and 100% is stimulated by light. So thanks to this. That's it for this week, guys. Please keep cool, keep in the shade, keep hydrated, look after yourselves, take care of each other, and remember to join us every week for more of what's going on in Marbella right now.